to my channel. So in this video I am going to teach you about the magnetic field due to a infinitely long cylindrical wire carrying current on its surface. So now after that we will take one point P inside that hollow cylinder and one point Q outside the hollow cylinder. So in both the cases what will be the magnetic field that we are going to study. So let's start. So here we will take one hollow cylinder of infinite length. So this is our hollow cylinder of infinite length, and next after that radius of this hollow cylinder they have given it as the capital R. Radius of this hollow cylinder is capital R, and this is the center, means the axis, and after that here at point P, this is our point P, at R distance what will be the magnetic field, and another point we will take it as Q. At this point Q what will be the magnetic field. One point is taken inside the cylindrical wire and one point is outside the cylindrical wire. So in both the cases we want to calculate magnetic field. So when we want to calculate magnetic field using Ampere circuit law, what we have to do means we have to draw one closed loop passing through that point where we want to calculate magnetic field. So if you draw that closed loop, after that we will apply Ampere circuit law and we will get the magnetic field. So here I will draw the closed loop which is passing through this point P. So this is our loop which is passing through the point P, and this loop is called as the Ampere's loop, and this loop should be drawn in such a way that it should be symmetric in nature. Next after that I will draw another loop passing through the point Q, and this loop is also called as Ampere's loop. Here we have taken two loops because we are finding magnetic field at the 2 points, at point P and at point Q. P point is inside the cylindrical wire and Q point is outside the cylindrical wire. So next after that, if the current is flowing like this, then what will be the direction of the magnetic field? So our answer is we will take the right hand and right hand thumb, this thumb is pointing in the direction of current, where the fingers will curl, that will shows the direction of the magnetic field. This we have already studied in our previous video. So next after that, this distance also you have to take it as R. So if we want to solve this case means we will study two cases. In first case we will take inside, and in second case we will study for the outside. So here we will take case 1. In case 1 we will take inside at P, where R value is smaller than the radius of the cylindrical wire, means this R value, this is the center, this R value is smaller than this radius of the cylindrical wire. So next here I will take the top view. Top view means this is the side view, this is the side view. So when this wire, if you are observing from the top, how it will appear. So see here, first we will draw the cylinder where the current will be flowing on the surface. So current is flowing on the surface and it is outward. So next after that we will draw the Ampere's loop which we have drawn for the point P. So this is our wire and this is the center, and here we will draw our Ampere's loop, and this is our point P. This distance is small r and this distance is capital R. So it is called as the wire and this is called as the Ampere's loop. So now we will apply the Ampere circuit law, that is closed integral B dot dl is equals to mu naught I. So if you are not understanding this top view means I will explain you. So now see here, this is our loop. So this loop is kept like this in the side view. This is our side view. So in this side view the loop is like this. But top view means we are observing from the top of the wire. So if this is our loop and this is the current, means the current is like this. Current, when you are observing from the top, this current are coming outward, means this current is coming towards our eyes means it will appear to be like a point. So here we have taken this point. So next after that, here if you apply Ampere's circuital law, here what I have told means inside this cylindrical wire there will be no current. There will be no current means there will be no magnetic field, because the source of magnetic field is the current. So here if I is equals to 0, then B is also equals to 0. Therefore closed integral B dot dl is equal to 0. So this is our first case, means at this point P the magnetic field is 0 because inside the cylindrical wire there will be no current. Current is present only on the surface. So next we will study the second case. In second case we will go for outside, and outside at point Q, and this Q is placed at R distance. So this R value is greater than the radius of this cylindrical wire, means this R value, this length, this distance is greater than this R value. Next after that, here also we will take the top view. So this is our wire. In this wire current is outward. So here I have taken the dot. Outward current is present in the wire. Next after that we will draw Ampere's loop. So this is our Ampere's loop which is passing through the point Q. Here is our point Q and this is the center. So this distance is capital R and this distance is small r. Next after that we will take the small current element. So if you draw small current element here, then what will be the direction of magnetic field? So our answer is, you have to use your right hand. This thumb is pointing in the direction of current because current is outward, so thumb is outward. Next after that curl the fingers. These fingers are curling in the anti-clockwise direction. So this is the direction of the current, direction of the magnetic field. So at this point if you draw the tangent, then this will be the direction of magnetic field. Here if you take current element and draw the tangent, then this will be the direction of the magnetic field. Here also same. So next here we will apply the Ampere circuital law, that is closed integral B dot dl is equals to mu naught I. Next here what we will do means this dot product can be written as closed integral B dl cos theta is equals to mu naught I. Closed integral B dl cos theta, theta value will take it as 90 degree, theta value will take it as 0 because this is the direction of the dl and this is the direction of the magnetic field. Both are in the same direction, means here in this case theta value will be 0 degree. So cos 0 value will be 1. So closed integral B dl is equals to mu naught I. Next B will take closed integral of dl. Closed integral of dl means circumference of this circle. So the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Here which r you have to take, small r or the capital R? So our answer is always you are applying Ampere's circuital law for this Ampere's loop. For this Ampere's loop r is the radius. So here we will take it as small r equals to mu naught I. So here in this case this is our Ampere's loop. Ampere's loop and this is our wire. Next B is equals to mu naught I divided by 2 pi r. So in this case if you observe, this mu naught divided by 2 pi is constant, current is also constant because in this current is not varying. So I is also constant, only r is variable. So what we will take means B is inversely proportional to r. This thing you have to remember, means as distance increases the magnetic field will be decreases. So next after that we will take the graph, then you can easily understand. Graph of magnetic field versus distance r. So when you plot this graph, So in this direction we will plot the magnetic field, and here we will plot the distance. So here this point we will draw cylinder. This is our cylinder of infinite length, and this distance is inside. This portion is the inside cylinder and this portion is the outside cylinder. So here r is less than r and here r is greater than r. So here I will write inside wire and here it is outside wire. So now you tell me inside what will be the magnetic field. So our answer is inside the wire the magnetic field is 0. B value is equals to 0. So here it shows that B value is 0 inside the wire. Next, after that on the surface the magnetic field increases, and after outside the wire our value is B is inversely proportional to R. For this we will get the slope like this. So this is B is inversely proportional to R and here B is equals to 0. So from this graph we can easily understand that inside the cylindrical wire, inside the hollow cylindrical wire, if you take any point at all the point inside the cylindrical wire, the current will be 0. So because of that magnetic field is also 0. After outside the cylindrical wire, as you increase the distance our magnetic field will starts to decrease. Means as you take the point away from the cylindrical wire, then your magnetic field will starts to decrease because B value is inversely proportional to R. So this is about the magnetic field inside and outside the cylindrical wire. So in next class we will discuss the same thing for the solid cylinder. Here it is hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder means inside there will be no current. If you take solid cylinder, so in that case current will be present inside also. So in that case what will be the magnetic field point inside and outside, that we are going to study. So stay tuned.